wait.
Do
superhero movies have lessons? I would say superhero movies are lessons.
Oh, wow.
Let me walk you back though to Bluey.
Ooh. What up, though? I mean, Tommy's already rolling.
Yeah.
This is the Welcome to It podcast.
We're here.
We already doing our thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm Lano. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got my good brother Pape and a very special guest, Tommy Brown, here with us.
Do a whoa.
I don't. 10 years past. Whoa.
That's my favorite thing about.
Yeah, I used to do music back in the day.
Okay.
That's
What'd you go by? Was it Tommy?
Tommy Brown.
Tommy Brown.
Tommy Brown. You ever seen Belly?
Yes, sir. Okay.
You know how Tommy Brown get down?
Yeah.
It's real though.
Yeah.
But
that's real though.
We've come a long way. You know what I'm saying? We've come a long ass way.
Yeah.
A long way.
Yeah.
Now we're having
Proud
professional conversations and shit.
Proud of you.
Business meetings. Who would have known about that?
What do we know about business meetings, bro?
Self-taught business meetings.
Yeah, we will.
But yeah, beautiful.
So tell us about so take me down the rabbit hole. You're giving me a character.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's just start. Oh, dude, I don't even want to go down this rabbit hole. Either way, 40K, like it's something that I play on the side. Like it's like it's got like a lot of lore. Dude, it's been around. They call it the UK. Where do I start? Where do I start though? You know what I'm saying? It's so deep. So,
Okay. This guy loves.
It's a long ass lore, bro.
6 hours later.
I don't know how we got to it. Regardless,
Yeah.
Avengers are cool. You know what I'm saying? Avengers are cool. Comics are fucking cool.
Yeah,
and Space Marine is in that same category of those things.
Okay. I
check
dig it.
It's a nostalgic thing, Pape. That's why
It is
it's
about
you
nostalgia.
know what I'm saying? Like for me, it takes me to my childhood, right?
Oh yeah.
It ain't so much that I believe like in superheroes, like, oh yeah, like I want to be Captain America. I don't have but it's just like they were just fun stories, right?
Yeah.
It's just like the animation and the fantasy, like you said about it. Like so.
Yeah.
But Bluey, there's no.
Okay. All right.
There's no.
All right. Yeah. Maybe I'll take that back. Maybe I'll get into comic book movies.
Retract that bold statement.
Yeah.
That was
earlier. Yeah.
Nice.
Delete that.
So yeah, that's the take on comics.
All right. Hell yeah.
But,
what's up with you, Tommy Brown?
Well,
you've been growing.
I have been growing for years.
Literally.
For fucking years. And metaphorically.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah. It's been cool.
Hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Growing. What's that? What is that? What's that? What has that been for you?
So I mean,
you've been doing it since forever.
Figuratively, he's talking.
Right. Well, I get that part.
Actually been growing. I've been growing weed for a long time.
Okay.
So, and I've been. I mean, I don't. Obviously, you started selling weed first. So, yeah. I mean, I caught like my first felony for weed when I was 13.
Okay.
I've been growing weed since then, and fucking, it somehow has turned into a career to where now I'm top of these companies and fucking the cultivation department.
Yeah.
I've overseen a few different places, and Potco just kind of poached me from my last place.
Yeah.
And I'm currently over there growing good trees of weed with them. And
wow. It's a whole science to that, right? Like, I mean, like to growing weed, like.
Oh. Yeah. It's a whole fucking science experiment.
Yeah. And
it's continuous. To me, like growing weed is almost like practicing medicine. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot to it, but a lot of it takes fucking testing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Evaluating different shit.
See, that shit sound like lab to me. We were just talking about homegrown weed, and I miss that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss that essence of weed too. You know what I mean?
The homegrown stuff?
Yeah, just that. Not that I don't appreciate
I'll get you some weed. Yeah, when we get done with it.
Hell yeah, for sure.
And then we can go smoke something after this. I was gonna ask you actually if we smoke on set.
Yeah.
You guys do smoke in here.
Bob might be pissed now because I told him don't smoke on camera because the debate is always like, will you get flagged for having smoke on camera?
Tricky.
You know what I mean?
Tricky. What is what's the other one
all
they
the
do?
Views we can get.
Shots. Isn't Shots or that one with the Noriega?
Oh yeah, Drink Champs?
Yeah, Don't they smoke on that too? They be burning nonstop on that.
They be burning. They be drinking and smoking.
Yeah. But I'm not Noriega.
No, you're not.
So. Yeah.
Or Drink Champs.
Yeah.
I'll be knocked out over here. We was over here doing that. They be
I
like,
would be saying some unforgivable things. Yeah.
Off the rails.
I've seen you in those roles.
We're older and wiser now.
But yeah, growing, I mean, weed-wise and, you know, in other ways too. You know, doing growth through life and, you know, we try to evolve as people and try to become the better person that we've been yesterday. And
for sure.
I mean, a lot of that shit, dude, is just fucking. I always tell people like in the grow, you know what I mean? It's not about perfection, it's about progress.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Progress over perfection.
Right.
But yeah, dude, life's been crazy. I mean, and now that we're in these settings, you know, look where we're at. I remember when you were back in the trap house, you know what I mean, with 4 people under one roof, and now you're like, you know, your own buildings and shit.
Come on, man.
So,
cool.
Love that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's the growth, though. That's what it's all about, though.
That's
What would you
exactly
say
what
are
it
like
is.
some of the tools that you feel like you've like acquired on this journey that are like most important to like what you're doing next? I know you got a blueprint to, you know what I'm saying, just who you are, how you hustle. You know what I mean?
Yo, I do a lot of, so for a while I fell into like a deep like reading where I was like, yo, like I gotta just fucking learn how to read every book that I can get my hands on and just read. And then I started like looking into more shit like, yo, like what does your average CEO do? And it's something like your average CEO reads 52 books a year. It's a book a week. I'm thinking like, yo, I'm fucking reading like a book a year. Yeah, that, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I gotta step it up. Like, and this is where I want, that's the positions I want to be at. You know what I mean? Like I gotta emulate what these people are doing. What are the great people doing? Let me get to that. And then from there, I've been on like a journey of just like, I don't want to say self-help, but definitely self-improvement. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, yo, how much knowledge can I consume to figure out how to become a better individual myself?
Yeah, that knowledge piece, man.
And I've been a shitty ass individual before, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm not gonna front. Like, I mean, there's probably a lot of people.
I mean, that's part of the knowledge,
like, yo,
though.
fuck that dude, Tommy Brown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
But there's also a lot of people that are gonna watch and be like, yo, like that fucker Tommy Brown, like that dude has fucking changed my life.
Yeah.
And that's where the growth is about. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, learning how to fucking progress from one to the other.
Yep.
Can I ask a question about, because
Wish you would.
similarly, you know, we get along in a lot of ways, but reading is one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like at some point, I feel like when you're reading self-help books, you're like, okay, we're all saying the same thing. to some degree.
Without a
Oh,
doubt.
What are some of those things that you think?
That we're all saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I mean,
what are some of the big umbrella ideas that you're like, this is what every
depends
author
on
is
what
saying?
path we're talking. Is it more so
Mm.
business route, or is it more so like, you know, being a fucking decent human being?
Yeah.
Or like, you know, learning how to try to give back to, you know, like just in general.
Right.
Or is it to more so like, you know, I'm trying to get better at this fucking tax shit. You know what I'm saying? I need to learn how to write these things off
Right.
or, you know, subsidiary companies, whatever it may be.
For sure. Give me the ones that you got for being a better human being.
I mean, it's all about fucking just death of the ego, you know what I mean? As much as it is. And I know it's so easy to get wrapped up, but also like a lot of books that you read will slowly start to pull yourself out of that. I think that I've just read, like, I don't know what it was. I want to say maybe, I think it was called The Selfish Gene, actually. The Selfish Gene is what it was. And it just teaches about like how the, you know, biology of a human works and how like the brain will basically, like it's like a survival machine. The brain is like a fucking creature and then it's strapped into this vehicle and it learns how do we survive as much as possible.
Sure.
And in that same sense, like if you're not fully aware of what your brain is doing and where it's leading you, then like it's more in control than you are.
Right.
So almost learning how to step back, think like outside the box, taking other people's perspectives and views and being like, yo, how the fuck does what I do make someone else feel? Or how does just this world in general view from someone else's eyes? You know what I mean?
Man. I think understanding is universal language, right? Like, because what it takes to be able to understand is like putting yourself in somebody else's shoes. It's like to be understood and understanding, two different things. And I think that's that. When I hear you say that, it's like that's the perspective of, like that I live by. Of like, all I can do is offer understanding in the space because I know what I know, so I'm gonna show what I got. But I'm gonna also be open in the space of like, all right, what else? What else is there out for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't always have to be us either bumping heads or even agreeing or whatever. Like, it could just be an understanding of like, oh, I get it.
Absolutely.
I get why you're saying what you're saying.
And that's everything right there.
Yep.
Learn how to step back from your own opinion and be like, yo, you know what? Not everybody has all the answers. This might be one of those times where I'm the person without the answer. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Maybe I need to come the fuck off my high horse.
for real.
You know what I mean? Be able to view something from someone else's.
Without a doubt, Tommy.
Humble my shit. You know what I mean? Because if you
Right.
can't do that, like realistic, and this is like one of the things in the garden too. And we can probably keep walking down that. I bet a lot of aspects from the garden translate into life.
Yeah.
Totally.
From the simple thing of hang on. As soon as I hit garden, what were we just on? Shit.
Damn,
Tommy.
I know I smoked a fat ass joint on the way here, so
humbling your shit, humbling your shit, get off the high horse stuff.
Okay. Oh yeah, off the high. Just okay, methods. That's what it was.
Yeah.
A lot of people come into the grow industry, dude. Grow industry fucking has so much ego to it. I've always told people, everybody in this world is always like, oh, I'm the best grower. I'm the best grower. Because they have 5 friends who don't grow weed, who are around them, they're the only one growing weed, and they're like, you're the best grower in the world. So then you got these dudes with 5 people telling them, gassing them, glazing them, you know what I mean? Telling them you're the greatest. Then walking into people with botany degrees and horticulture degrees, and they're like, nah, I've grown 4 plants in my basement, and they were way better than the thousands of fucking square feet that you got going on here. You should probably take this PK advice that I got from, you know, my friend down the corner and fucking, you know, integrate this into your entire process. Ego, you know what I mean? And just that. How do you step back and just be like, you know what? Maybe I don't know the best method. Let's try some shit. Translates over into life. Maybe I don't have the right fucking opinion on this shit. Maybe I need to step back.
Step back.
So,
take another view.
Understanding though, the key to that, is fucking, that's everything.
Yeah, that's it.
Understanding is so fucking crucial.
That's just dope. All these parallels of the garden. Do you have a lot of thinking time in the garden?
I have thinking. I mean, shit, I did in my days. I did where I would just walk the garden and fucking listen to this. I mean, like a lot of on my reading journey and kind of during COVID, bro. COVID got fucking for a lot of people. I was actually just talking to somebody about this the other day. I was like, yo, as a grower, like we almost didn't experience COVID the way that a lot of other people did, because a lot of people were out of work. We happened to be like an essential work. Growing weed was essential. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that could happen. But I guess like when you're stressed the fuck out, people want to smoke some weed.
For sure.
So we're like isolated in these grows with jobs nonstop inside of a world that's like completely shut down. So like we didn't even see this shit. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It was continuous the whole time. Stop. It's just that now that you go in this room, you go in that room. So I'm in headphones and audiobooks and fucking Spanish lessons and all kinds of anything I can consume.
That's sick.
Oh fuck! I don't. Yeah.
So reading,
we get a lot of alone time. So we get some alone time. Not so much no more. Being in more of a fucking director's position, dude. Overseeing like different operations, SOPs, all that. No, I do not get alone time. At this point now, I gotta walk into a grow room, turn around, lock the door, and be like, stop fucking chasing me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I gotta do some thinking on my own.
Right, to make sure this shit is doing what it needs to do. Right?
Like, bro. I have to process some shit. Give me
said a long time. He said, no, it's just time. Times I'm doing this, times I'm on that shit, times I might not be. Times I might need a timeout.
Yeah, fuck yeah, a timeout. And usually that's like time for bed. You know what I'm saying?
It's time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, so when with the grow industry and then also, you know, catching them charges when you was young, like now for those paths to like cross, like in this kind of way, like what does that feel like, man? Because I know, like,
all right, so that's a great thing because I talk with my people about it. So one of the owners over at Good Trees, Justin, good friend of mine, dude I've known for 15 years.
Yeah, shout out Justin.
You guys probably know him as Little Mexico. We still call him Justin and shit.
Hustle me in.
Shout out Little Mexico.
You ain't gonna do him like that.
Shout out Little Mexico.
He's cool.
But me and him have a lot of talks on that same shit, dude, as far as oh fuck. The joint's hitting again, bro. What were we talking about, though? God damn, dude. I was like, you know what? I want to have a good time while I'm here. I'm going to get high. I also should have known there was going to be some space moments.
When those paths cross, like, you know,
Justin, I'm going to wind it back. See, my brain's it's kicking back up. Yo, it's getting traction again.
We need a fucking recorder in here.
So fucking
Chase, you might have to take on a new job to be able to throw shit up on the board.
All right, so Justin and me talking about, how grateful we should be because of looking at life and being like, yo, where the fuck has it progressed from? Like, yo, I remember being like in high school, like, smoking a joint like on the corner and being like, yo, wait, yo, how crazy it's gonna be when this shit goes legal. And then people be like, it's never fucking gonna go legal. Like, get the dream out of your head. And then sure as shit, like, yo, 10 years later, here we are. And we got careers from it. And like good, well-paying careers from it. Not only that, but then also progressing in life as fucking ownership. Now we're owning brands and building those in different aspects. And it literally, to think it all started from fucking selling some weed. It's crazy.
Yeah, super tight.
It's fucking wild. It's massive progression on that one. Yeah. You want to talk about superheroes and you know, plot and fucking story expansion?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Wow. You're a superhero.
You're my gem. Sweet man. But yeah. So fuck, dude. Back to the grow and life and all that stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of There's a lot of similarities.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
No, you got
yeah, just another awkward joint moment.
I know. Yeah. Did you hit one too?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
That's why we got talking about the homegrown because it was some homegrown from one of the homies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I wish I would have brought more weed.
No, man, it's all good.
Yeah, no, but I'm gonna be back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be back.
Right
Come on back.
Give you guys some weed and here you go.
Bless us, dude.
Bless us.
I will. Salt-based style.
Hey man, so we was outside. We was talking about the
Go
fit,
ahead.
right? We jumped on the fit. Let's get on some of that, man. Like, tell me a little bit more about Modem. Like,
All right. So
what is, who is?
All right. So I mean, back to weed.
Yeah, the garden.
Yeah.
Take us back to the garden.
Roach, I mean, so
Yeah.
I used to grow kind of in the basement a lot. That was my 9 to 5. I mean, I did odd and ends. I roofed when I was younger. It's probably my longest job. Roofed for like 3 years in like my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, dude, it was just growing. Happened to have a kid. Had to kind of reevaluate some shit. Put some money I had saved up and went out to Manhattan for shoe design school.
Okay.
Learned from the shoe surgeon. And came back, fucking just bought some equipment, commercial growing machine, fucking was still growing in the basement. Or I mean, a commercial sewing machine.
Yeah.
Took another class, flew out to California, linked up with a dude from New Jersey. Me and him went and split a little Airbnb out there.
Mm-hmm.
Learned another fucking how to make the Jordan 3. Around that time, like the surgeon and a couple of the students, Neil and some other cats were like, yo, you're obviously taking this shit serious. You want to teach some of these classes with us? And fucking absolutely. So then I started teaching some fucking classes for the surgeon. I had went out to LA, taught the 3. COVID kicked in around this time. Things kind of went into, like a bit of a hiatus. And then some people from the surgeon left. My people, the Heyman out in Buffalo. Probably fucking honestly, one of the most lit custom designers of sneakers, like fucking out. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people get props.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people deserve more credit.
Yeah.
Fucking the Heyman and the man is just fucking talented. Downson. But he put his own class together. So we went and taught I think it was a Jordan 1 high top at Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to their practice facility, went and taught the whole shit inside there.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Progressed, opened up a shoe company. I started my own thing out here. I dropped a few different drops. I don't want to say too many. Nike popped up in my fucking DMs end of 23 and was like, yo, like all that cool shit you're doing, not no more.
Yeah.
And they were like, so I had to fucking go to kind of back and forth with them in kind of a court situation and legality and figuring out what I can, what I can't do.
Yeah.
Before they try to take it to a more serious level. Kind of just shut down my shit where they was like, yo, we don't even want you fucking buying our shoes and putting new laces in them and take a picture of them because
damn, you was freaking them that bad.
Well, yo, like, and then what's funny to me too is like, yo, like I could show you multiple designs. I have my business partner on Modem, you know what I mean? My partner Tino. He got some conspiracy thoughts, but he's probably on some shit because he'd be like, no, these fuckers be watching our stuff and they be stealing a lot of our shit. Because from our clothes to like shoe designs and shit, we'll see pop up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After posting stuff where they'll be releasing shit very similar to what the fuck's going on already.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But so then shoes progressed to that, Nike hit, but backtrack about 3 years before the Nike thing. My partner Tino, Little Mexico's cousin.
Okay.
Met him through actually Mexico when I was younger and shit. And yeah, he was running a brand low key with a couple other of his friends and stuff like that. They had some things back and forth. He ended up kind of partnering or splitting off, separating his ways from the partners. And I kind of went to him and I was like, yo, bro, like, we're both from the fucking city. Do you know what I'm saying? We're both fucking Denver cats. Like, let's build something. Let's build I do shoes, you do clothes. Like, let's put something together.
Yeah.
And we ran through hundreds of names, bro. And I think that I think Tino was actually like, going through Modem. And I was, hold on. Modem. Yo, I kind of like that Modem. And I was like, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of like that too. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's call it Modem.
Boom.
And that was it.
Just
and,
like that.
Yeah, that was it. And from there, bro, like we've just fucking progressed. Like Tino to me, and this is, in my humblest opinion, probably one of the best designers in the city. Top, if not the one, and I would say probably top 3.
Wow.
Especially when it come to like apperel and shit like that. Like
a lot top 3, not 3 though?
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna put you in no space, man. Nah. This shit is recorded. We gonna just let it run.
Honestly, my brain started kicking into the beef that's going on. I was like, oh shit, Kendrick and Drake shit. Top 3. I was like, all right, anyway, but Yeah, that dude's a man, bro, when it comes to designing. So, like, me and him just put our heads together. We bounce ideas. We fucking progress in different lanes. We turn this, kind of like skate brand into more of a lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
Then I fucking, I do, obviously, I'm growing the weed over at Good Trees,
Okay.
the place that I was at before. Dro and them, actually, their people, Wit and JB over there.
Okay.
Kind of honestly put a fucking little light bulb in our head where we were like, yo, these dudes do clothes, they drop merch, you know what I'm saying? But they're also releasing flower. Mm-hmm. We do clothes, we sell to a fucking skate community. Like, those are our people. We're all here smoking weed. Wouldn't it be nice if we could buy weed from ourselves?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, what's the difference? You know what I mean? And then I started going down the rabbit hole of licensing and fucking, do you need a license? Do I got to drop a mill on a fucking license or some shit to have a building with attached to it? And realistically, you don't. You can partner with companies. You can tap into one license and fucking basically play middleman and be like, I need your weed, and it's going to go to this company. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, there's a lot of paperwork and different stuff that goes in between that, but that's what it is, that I don't have to come out of pocket for the license, and I can get back to this growing weed. But I mean, this selling weed.
Giving a lot of free game out here. I don't know.
Yeah. I am giving, but this is honestly where the shit's progressing, and realistically, bro, like white labeling in Colorado is at like 8%. I want to say in Cali, it's like higher, like 60. And not only that, but like, realistically, like fucking Tyson Chicken is not owning a chicken farm. You know what I'm saying? They're white labeling chicken from other people. Coca-Cola don't own a fucking soda bottling. No, they just find a company that bottles soda. They say, here's our shit. Go fucking bottle it for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all one big flea market.
Yeah.
That's it.
So there's a lot of gain like in just that. And once you comprehend that aspect of it, then I was like, yo, wait, I'm growing weed. Like, I could be the ultimate quality control. Why don't I fucking I'll bring my own genetics in here. So in 2022, Veritas won the Cannabis Cup with the genetic that I had bred with some people over at Higher Grade.
Wow. So
the Sour Diesel cross with Orange Skittles was that one. So we have some like breeding, you know what I mean, underneath our belt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Accolade wise or whatnot.
Yeah.
But once we discovered, bro, that we could literally just sell the flower that I'm growing through fucking Modem to the stores, you know what I mean? Giving it to people for good prices opposed to trying to wax fuckers' arms and legs.
Yeah, man.
But then sprinkling and other shit. Like, bro, since we're like a sought after brand as clothes, well, like, let's give back to the community. Plus, we do like events. You was at the Skate Like and Smoke, you know what I'm saying? We've done a couple of different things like that too around the city, but the community is different. Yeah. So let's give the community a quality product. Let's give it to them for a fucking low price. Let's do some fun shit with it, like maybe some giveaways, maybe some free shit, maybe some fucking reward points that you build up. You can go Pepsi Challenge style. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then let's throw some events for the people that are fucking buying our weed and supporting our shit. You know what I mean? So it was just a whole different look, which honestly, I think, I was telling Tino this today, I was like, yo, this might be a whole new lane, like people haven't discovered. In Colorado, hands down. Sure. No one's come at the thing from like this way. Usually it starts as like, we're a weed company, then we're going to release clothes. Yeah. We were a straight fucking skateboard company, and then we're like, you know what? Let's release some fucking weed.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And then but because of that, we're not attacking it from like a business perspective where we're like, yo, sell our shit, buy our shit. Like, we need to get bigger. We're just like, no, like, we're here for the fucking community. We fuck with the community. Sure. Like, and we got that shit was tight, man. And we got some fucking weed too, you know what I'm saying?
Like, that was like something I had never been to before. I was like, yo, this is like off a movie. I'm like, damn, Pate, what is this? I'm like,
that shit was fire, right?
That shit was hard, man.
I had the grow tent set up with the clothes and dropping
had the food truck in the back. I said, oh, yeah. Yeah. I think I ate a couple magic mushrooms that night.
Yeah.
Boy,
we were feeling groovy.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great night,
That's
bro.
Fire that you were there.
Never forget that shit, ever.
It was dope that you were there.
Because, like, man, deep down, like, I make music, right? But deep down, I always have loved, like, skateboarding, right?
Yeah,
like, but just ain't never had the wherewithal.
Well, real shit, bro. Music and fucking skateboarding, it's the same culture.
Man,
it's the same fucking culture.
It's the exact same, bro. And I didn't know that until I moved to Denver. I'm originally from Louisiana, right? And so I didn't know anything about skateboard culture other than like seeing it on the movie or playing Tony Hawk or something. But then when I moved here and I met the skateboard, I was like, oh, y'all like a gang too. Like, it's a whole, it's like I ain't gonna say gang, let's not give it negative connotation, but it was a whole community. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. But it crossed paths because I had homies who was skateboarding. But they'll get off that skateboard and do whatever else too, though. Like,
yeah, fuck yeah.
Be clean, fresh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
That shit on. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's its own thing in itself. I mean, and that even goes along the lines where like, even like, you know, like that community of skateboard even ventures into like fucking bikes. You know what I'm saying? It ventures into like your snowboarders and shit like that. It's almost all that alternative sport shit. It's a different mindset. It's like, you know what I mean? And I don't know. There's like a different fucking, it's just a whole different, more inner city community.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Opposed to like, I think sports and stuff, you kind of find you're more around like schools, teams.
Right, it's like structured.
Mm-hmm.
Skateboard, it ain't.
This is like that unhidden community, that hidden community. You know what I mean? The unspoken one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like Denver also fucking one of the reasons why we put this whole brand together, and like we watched Denver do so much shit to 70%. Like we'll do shit out here and being a local, like we don't ever have anybody that we have to compete with where we're like, whoa, that person did that shit. I know what level I have to get to do that shit the right way. So like I'm competing with other people who are still competing at like kind of a fucking mid-tier level.
Right.
And that's not even a knock or hate shit, but that's just fucking that Denver just fucking, we need to take our shit serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why like how the fuck are we like the originators of weed, like given Humboldt and all them, yes.
Yeah.
But like legality wise, I think we were 1 or 2 that went legal. And somehow we get sunned by people fucking all over the states. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
What? Like we started this
It's
shit.
wild, man.
But we just don't, somehow we don't have enough fucking like substance to this shit.
You know, the crazy thing too, like on that topic, like,
Mhm.
so from an artistry standpoint, it's like, it's the same concept. Like, we got all the major teams, right?
Mhm.
We got all the big venues, and this is like number 5 touring for artists, city and states. But it's like, you have nobody who's a platinum recording artist. You can't name one big city that doesn't have it. And it's just like, it comes down to a space of like, who's taking it serious, right? Like, how are you really trying to be strategic about like filling in the gap with the culture, with what you offering to it, you know what I mean? And I think that shit crosses within the hip hop
Mhm.
and skateboarding and business world, all that. Like, it's all the same.
And it's that it taking your fucking craft serious.
Yes.
Like, yo, like, and that kind of goes where I was at. It's like, yo, if the competition's not fucking high, you don't have to push yourself.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So when the competition's right there, you're like, yo, it's easy to flex on everybody. You know what I'm saying? You get flex on it left and right and sideways.
But
you know
that's
what
not
I'm
the
saying?
win, though. But
It's not taking me too much.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But like, yo, I want to compete with the fucking best.
right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to be out there, like, where we're on, like, stage where I'm, like, looking across at, like, the people that, like, I admired before. Like, those are the fucking people I want. So I would, even when I was doing music and shit, like, that's how I'd be like, I got to stop thinking of such a,
Small space.
fuck yeah, bro. Like, let's fucking compete with these greats. Let's
Bigger,
take our
baby.
craft fucking
You
serious.
want a
Let's
Grammy, man. If
fucking-
we doing it, let's
Yeah.
go for the Grammy.
Let's submerge ourselves, you know what I
Yeah,
mean, in
man.
this shit. And like, yo, it takes time to really fucking take your passion seriously. And it takes real, like,
Yeah. You got to grow.
real love for that
Back
shit.
to the garden, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you got
Fuck
the
yeah.
real love for it. Got to really take care of what it is that you trying to get at or what
Fuck
you're trying
yeah.
to produce. You know what I mean?
Grow that mentality to
Yeah.
understand that what the fuck you have to do to get there.
That's right.
And one thing that you do good is like you got to learn to do the shit that you don't like to do too.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
that
Oh,
part.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
like because I mean, we talk about business a lot, but it's like I don't think either of us are overly. If we listed our top 3 favorite things, I don't think business would land in there.
I mean, yes. Do I love hanging out with my family, my kids, my girl?
Growing,
You know what I'm
fashion.
saying? Growing, I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, growing to me, I got a saying, my girl will be, don't ever fucking say that shit. But so I'm not gonna say that. But but it's basically like just because you're good at something doesn't mean you have to do it.
Uh-huh.
I fucking am good at growing weed because I've done it for so long. Does it fucking bring me the same joy that it used to? I don't know. I'd much rather take on different ventures, bro. I've been doing this shit 15 fucking 20 years. Like,
Yeah.
I love it. You know what I mean? It's fucking giving me everything that I have and it's fucking treated me right. But would I love to take on something new? 100%. That's why I'm trying to kind of get this modem off the ground, bro. Like, I really want to do this. I want to do something to build a staple in Colorado so that when people fucking like when you think of LA, you have like things you think of. When you think of New York, you have brands you think of, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Colorado doesn't have that where you're like, yo, like when I come there, minus like our teams,
Yeah.
Right.
nobody thinks of anything else. There's not anything that's here that people are like, yo, like that fucking company's out here. I fuck with them. We got to go swing by their shop. We got to go see like that flagship.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's the thing.
Yeah, no,
We
it's
gotta come take a picture. Welcome to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
it's about that taking it. It's really about that part of like just taking it serious though. Like
Yeah.
I was just talking to my barber and I was like, man, I saw something with a dude talking about, he was like, it ain't that McDonald's got the best burgers. McDonald's just got all the marketing. So they've been able to market their product and that is a level of just taking it serious, taking that risk. It's like, yeah, you know, McDonald's ain't what you're supposed to be eating. And it probably ain't better than the burger you could make at your house.
Oh,
But
hands down.
But if you start to take that burger at the crib serious and can get that motion and put the formula behind it of like what it takes to get your burger to be where it should be,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Then your burger will compete with the McDonald's burger and beat it because it's better quality, right? If you know what you're putting into it, but then also like compete at that level of like same business mogul, right? Like just.
And also I think that there's like, our generation has more tools now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Without
so
a
I think
doubt.
it's like kinda, yeah. So it's kind of, because I think back like even like 10 years ago, like the people, like we didn't really have like a whole lot of people to look up to as far as like doing it in Denver in the things that we enjoyed.
I mean, yeah. It's still kind of like that, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, ideally we're the people, hopefully, right?
And that's where I'm at. It's like, yeah, that's why
we're the first generation that has the access to all the.
So we gotta take this shit serious.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why we have to.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I mean, like, and not only that, but Denver is one of the cities that's like, you could be a native from here or a regular or a whatever the fuck, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that native term. It's kind of weird. But it just kind of pop. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it's kind of a strange term to be like, you know what I mean? I'm born and raised here either way. It's the only city you can kind of be from, bro. And then in 10 years later, you're like, yo, this isn't the city I grew up in.
Yeah, without a doubt. I've been here since 99.
So you get it.
Yeah, I get it. I've seen it change. I'm like, this is different.
Which is dope too. And for every artist, like, yo, be happy because you didn't have to leave the city to fucking get the city.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now like we're evolving and building into like a fucking major fucking state and you have to just chill.
Yeah.
So lucky fucking you.
Right.
You know?
But it is cool to be.
I mean, not you in particular, but you know, in general though, you know what I'm saying? So lucky us and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, how much do you think about like your role in the city then, like as far as like actual like changing how the city works? Because I feel like that's kind of important for us to be like the platform as well.
I know, and honestly, even just thinking that fucking there's a position that has me on it that's fucking helping push the city is fucking wild. And that's just me being like, yo, like, what?
Okay.
Like I'm doing shit like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just out here like working as hard as I can, trying to do a lot of shit. But people are like, yo, fuck with that. But no, I it's hard for me to visualize or even see that where I'm like, fuck, like we're building into like influential people to like younger generations and shit on what we can do and being from Colorado and seeing what the fuck, you know what I mean, we can amass.
Totally.
So.
Totally.
But it's dope. If that's what it is, it's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Is. Yeah.
So, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what's beautiful about Denver, man, too, is like it is still growing, right? It's still a very new place. And to have ties to it and then also be giving something as far as like for the culture of it to make impact. I think that's just like, for me, that's like a dub in itself. Like I think about some of the things that I've just accomplished in this space. I'm just like, it would have probably been tougher in another city, right? In a major city. And I'm just like, that's kind of the beauty in something being like a hidden jewel still.
For sure.
Because I think really it's speeding up so quick from how we talked about like how we've seen it change so many times. Like this ain't what, and it's like it's getting closer and closer to that. And I'm just like, oh yeah, man, you got to stay with it or you're going to get swept out the way.
For sure.
And not look like you know what it is at any point in time at this place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, like even like the plans, I think you take a look at them, like Denver, like
oh yeah, like the T-Rex
like
and all that
shit, and where they're gonna be building buildings next to the stadium, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy,
yeah. But it's gonna be fired. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't wait. Like, and a lot of people like on that same shit. Like you know what I mean? A lot of people there's that teeter-totter of like, yo, do I get pissed off because my hood's fucked up now?
Yeah,
or am I fucking happy and grateful because like, yo, like the place that I'm from is turning into something better.
Yeah, it all depends on where you at in the tide. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what affects.
And that's the tricky part in it.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, personally for me, just coming from, you know what I mean, both sides of that.
Yeah.
More so from the other, you know what I mean, than the new. But I mean, dude, I appreciate fucking the growth that we get. You know what I mean? I understand like fucking it pushes out of our city, but it also gives us more opportunity.
Yeah.
It gives us more growth, more places to grow, more people to fucking meet with fucking potential to elevate you to the game and position you're trying to be at, you know?
Sure, man.
So, I mean, with a little bit of give, there's take.
Yeah.
You know, and vice versa.
I mean, so I changed some, I mean, things, nothing stays the same. There's seasons, you know what I mean, for it all. It's just, Yeah.
But you don't want to like lose the soul of the city.
No, fuck no, you don't. You know, I mean, but you know what it is? It's all well, I guess at some point you're right. Because there has been some places that have been a little fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's also tricky, do you know what I mean? In that same aspect where, yeah, you don't want to lose it. How do you keep it and fucking renovate it?
Yeah.
It's that middle ground.
And I guess that's why I was asking that question about like the importance of thinking about being a part of the city, because it's like we have the opportunity to hopefully like preserve some of that or be a part of the fabric that can stick around. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I think a lot of that's just, you know, being structured more so into our art scene. That's one of the things Denver's always stood on. Like, it doesn't matter what art, whether it's, you know, visual or, you know, a more of a musical or fashion, whatever the fucking weave, you know? We've always been artists out here. That's one of the things like Denver stands hard on. It's like we're a fucking artistic state.
Yeah.
It's just that, yo, like, what is also fucking behind us? It's always starving artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
That's why Denver's always like, yo, fucking, yo, like, give us this high ass rent and we all want to do art and shit. You know what I'm saying? And no one's fucking teaching us business. Like,
that's
yo,
right.
like, that's
Starving artists is what they
fucked up out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, look at all the great things they're doing.
Yeah.
And that's motherfuckers getting their blood, sweat to everything they touch.
Yeah. But there's but the money's just not here yet.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
right.
saying?
It is just not here yet.
But it's also why fucking you need to really fucking understand that, like, yo, this is a thing. People say it every fucking day. Life's short. You know what I'm saying? You really need to understand life is short and take that motherfucker serious. Because people do not take the shit serious.
Yeah, man.
Like, they do not wake up. Like, yo, I got 4:30 goes off every morning. Thing on my shit says challenge accepted. That's literally what the alarm is labeled. It says challenge accepted. So I wake up and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to get out. And I'm like, fuck it. Challenge accepted, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, we're getting up.
What's that game you was talking about playing? What's the?
That's Space Marine.
Yeah, Space Marine. Yeah. Challenge accepted.
Watch, I'm telling you, watch. You got Amazon Prime?
Yeah, I
You do? All right. Yeah. I'm telling you. Where are you at? Go to Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all you gotta do.
Okay.
Look up the fucking episode with the Space Marine shit.
Yeah.
I fucking guarantee you.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's
I
over
guarantee
for me.
you're gonna watch the shit and you're gonna be like, hey, what was that dude's number? I wanna holler at him about this. The Space Marine shit is fire. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Yeah.
You too.
Right,
But tell your kids to go to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
It is violent. It is violent. But it's great. You know? Shit. Sorry.
No, you
Fucking
good.
elbowed your mic.
Oh, shit.
But no, that you're gonna love, bro.
All right.
And what's lit about it? All right, so let's dive into that a little bit.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill, if I'm not bodying his name, I think that's how it is. The dude who played Superman, like the guy pulled out of that shit and he did The Witcher. You guys watch The Witcher Netflix?
Nice.
Damn. Okay. Well, it's a badass video game.
Okay.
Because I also have like this fucking theory that the new movies and shit that are being written, they're trash. There's no depth to them. There's no plot. People don't take their craft serious no more.
Yeah.
But you know who does take their craft serious? Fucking gamers and people who are building these games. And that's why all the great new movies are based off of fucking games.
Yeah.
Comic books and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And that's why we actually get this depth, this plot, this like fucking real world. We're like, whoa, like I can immerse into this shit. You know what I'm saying? Where unlike, you know, like, fuck. I mean, I can't even tell you into this fucking new shit they be writing, but I'm just like,
nah. Even like you saying it, like this is funny, but I think about even the Super Mario movie. It was like that had depth.
Yeah, or a book. It's got to be a book too. You know what I mean? A book or a fucking video game. If it's not that, fuck the movie. You know what I mean?
Or A24's movies are always good.
Who?
The A24, they're like a production company. They make like kind of
A24.
weird off the wall movies.
Okay, well, for sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. All right. My brain's cycling multiple fucking things to say, and I'm thinking, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Next. This is pause. All right, next. But Henry Cavill, bro, pulled out of the Superman role, pulled out of the Witcher role, because he loves this 40K universe so much that he's like, yo, this is gonna be the highlight of my career. This man played fucking Superman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's gonna say this is the highlight of his career.
Right.
Because he brought to Amazon 40K. So right now they're finally bringing this game to fucking
to the big
screen, baby.
He's like, I want to be that franchise guy.
I'm not gonna lie. See, like, in that shit to me, it sounds fun. You know what I mean? Like, and this is just my artistic side because people, like, a lot of people don't know I draw. Like, I've been drawing my whole life. Probably what fucking, you know, goes to the weed and music and the sneakers and design, all that shit. But, God damn it, the weed, bro.
40K?
40K.
Oh, yeah.
Artistic side acting, maybe?
Yeah, no, I got it now. I had to casually come back into it because I was let down that it was the third in a row. You know what I mean? Third time, dude. supposed to be third time's a charm where you don't do it again. third time again is what it was.
You was doing good, though. That was probably your longest streak,
I
though.
appreciate that. I appreciate that you hyping me up, see? Glazing me and shit.
Man, let's get busy,
All right,
man.
so let's, bro, like building some models and shit. Like, wouldn't it be cool to just, like, I mean, I fuck with, like, the 3D printing. I also fuck with, I'm mad futurist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the future. I love where it's going, AI, fucking,
all the way
you know I'm big on crypto. Like, I've been on crypto, like, for 4 years. Like, when I was doing the shoe surgeon shit, one of the dudes I was staying with, my partner Bryce out in Seattle, shout out fucking Bryce. That dude's a fucking madman. But he, like, was like, what's up, boys? Like, what are we investing in today? You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing over there? Like, all the time, what's up, boys? What's up, boys? Hey, boy. like, what's all this boys talk shit? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, we're just like selling this NFT and this one and buying into this one. And like, they put away some real bread. And then he was just like, you got to just get into it. And if you don't understand it, then here, let me fucking walk you down this rabbit hole. This also goes into all the learning videos, fucking podcasts I listen to. But to me, like, the future is fucking crypto, especially when it comes to financial institutions.
Okay.
So many people don't fucking comprehend, like, what Bitcoin is in itself, dude. And, like, it's just, it's unfortunate because the wealthy are going to swoop all this shit up. And by the time we grasp it, no one's going to fucking own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just, if anybody doesn't fucking, if you don't have investments, portfolio, some type of fucking housing, like, yo, it's time, again, back to, time to take this bitch serious.
Yep.
Time to take this fucking thing serious.
All of it.
Because, like, I'm always looking at, like, property, like, and I know, and, like, dude, I didn't come from shit, you know what I mean? Like, I came from even a foster home.
Yeah.
So, like, people don't know that shit about me, but, like, I've come from, like, real different background, you know what I'm saying?
About it.
And it's all about fucking learning this shit. But the portfolio, dude, like, there's so much importance to building your fucking wealth. And if you just listen to Warren Buffett's simple fucking speech, and even, like, if you even listen to the idioms that we grew up on, don't lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much truth in all these things that withstood the hands of time that we didn't listen to.
Yeah, now they call them cliche.
Fuck yeah.
As if to, like, brush it to the side, but this real jewels.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Warren Buffett, not not sexy at all. You know what I'm saying? He says, yo, you want to fucking get rich, dollar cost average. And in like 20 to 40 years, like, you'll have bread built. So that's what I did. I literally, when I met Bryce, he was like, yo, just start putting 100 in. And I just started throwing 100 every paycheck and treating it like a fucking T-Mobile bill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And every 2 weeks I get paid, boom, 100 in there, 100 for T-Mobile, house, whatever the fuck. Yeah. Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, like, dude, 4 years later, like, I got a real chunk to deal with. You know what I mean? And now I can, like, look at, like, do I want to invest in properties? Or do I want to buy some fucking house? Do I want to make some real world asset shit? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then from there, that allows me to fucking just do all the things that I want to do. Now I have money, like, liquid, that's, if I want to, you know, go invest into something, or for yourself, like, you know what I mean? You want to fucking bring some cool shit to the city and do something big for, like, the people in it, you know what I mean? That takes a little bit of sacrifice on your end and a little bit of taking fucking life serious to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because if none of us are taking this bitch serious, you know what I'm saying?
What are we doing?
Yeah. And it doesn't take much, bro. Like, I probably had like zero in the fucking bank, maybe like a couple racks, you know what I'm saying? And my D-boy days were behind me, you know what I mean? The fucking packs ain't going for 2K no more. I'm not fucking putting 400 or 500 away on a 20 pack, you know what I mean? Running around with fucking 20, 40,000 on a weekend and fucking running through it.
Gaining got slow.
Renting helicopters to fly over your house. Flip people out. He was with me. Yeah. We were bored as shit. We were like, yo, let's go rent a helicopter today and go fly over the city. Let's go. Take us to Jeremy Pave City, or to take us to his house. We want to call someone and tell them to come the fuck outside, look up in the air, say, hey, look at us. We're up in there. You see that helicopter? That's us, motherfucker. We're out. And then fly away.
You still got the flicks.
You still got the flicks. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Man.
So we were ignorant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Take life serious. If I would have taken it serious back then, we'd be in different positions now. But now, at least I took it serious, at least fucking, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably more than that. Around like 28 is when I was like, yo, I gotta, I put myself on this where I was like, yo, like, I'm just too much of a realistic person to be like, dude, I've given so much to music, and music has not given me much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unlike weed, I've given a lot to weed. Weed's given me back. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I had to realize, like, yo, do I want to continue down this fucking path? Or do I want to fucking take a step back, reevaluate who I am, where I want to be at? You know what I mean? And try to take a different path and go a different way.
Yeah.
And that's when I kind of stepped back from music and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go get more into fashion. What else? I had to sit there for a while, dude, and think like, what have I loved in this life?
Right.
As a child, what did I love doing? You know what I'm saying? as a child, dude, it was always like fucking toys, breaking them and shit and putting them back together, which is like why I probably fuck with this 40K stuff.
Right.
And I am like the, you know what I mean, the comics and all that shit. But then also it was due to shoes. Like when I was young, it was always the shoes. If you could have a pair of black gym shorts, a white t-shirt, and you had your fucking ill shoes, you're good. Didn't matter. It's not like today.
Yeah,
you don't have kids at fucking school and Gucci belts and shit when I was there.
Yeah, hell no.
Yeah.
Fuck they wear designer. It was like,
nah.
It was my shoes was the designer.
Yeah. That's it. That was it. If you had good shoes, you were straight.
That's right.
So because of that, dude, I was like, yo, what have I loved a long time? Shoes. Let me go learn how to do shoes. Oh shit, there's actually someone out here teaching custom shoes and he's making money off of it and doing something tight. I gotta learn how to do this shit. So that's when like the pivot happened and
boom.
Yeah. And then I honestly, that was the pivot in 2 lanes, more my creativity one, because I took a step back from music, but also where I was like, okay, I can keep growing weed, but I can't keep growing illegal weed.
Yeah.
Like I gotta start figuring out a plan.
Yeah, I gotta figure some shit out.
I need to hit a method to this shit.
And fucking Justin and Tino, dude, 2 of my good friends, fucking both were in the weed industry, and we're like, dude, get your badge, your fucking badge, and go grow some weed. And yeah, it's history since then.
Man, wow,
it's been a long journey.
That's the answer to the welcome to it question.
I mean, yo, I'm like,
I almost wore my beanie.
I'm like, how this dude answer the question? We didn't even ask you the question, and you just
pulled it out,
what
literally right on time. Oh, our question that we usually end the show with is what was your welcome to it moment? But then you kind of just answered it. That it was
like when you feel like, damn, bro,
you're welcome.
Damn, hey, for them 3, you just bounced back for them 3.
Yeah.
Like you saw the future.
Yeah, that's what you were doing.
I told you I was a futurist, bro.
Yeah. I wanted to end on that though. Actually, I wanted to hear why. So why do you think? Give us some hope on the future. Why do you think it's going to be so cool and not scary?
I mean, realistically, I think fucking we're in a point right now where we're just kind of like discovering fucking what is dope with technology and what can also be very harmful. So it's like, okay, yeah, we got to have real world like values where we're like, yo, like I still enjoy fucking going outside or going and linking with the homies or like my kids fucking, playing fucking ball or whatever it may be, like, but doing some shit that we did, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then also being like, yo, hey Siri, put on my fucking favorite song, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have that. My daughter just wake up, hey Siri, set my alarm for 6:15.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let me put my iPad on this and I'm playing Minecraft and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we didn't have that. Like, and the technology's so good. Like I was even showing her about casting from her, blown away. Bloop. And now like I go in there and she's got like the casting, how to retract it, like different, like she's figured out more shit than I figured out.
Right.
So it's like, if we can just find a good middle ground between the two, dude, it's gonna be fucking lit.
I don't think we're gonna find one.
I have faith, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My bigger problem is I think that we just have too much fucking idiots in
I think
high positions.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, these fucking cucks need to get the fuck out of here. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they had,
I know. That's probably, you might have to blur that.
And there you have it. Welcome to a podcast. The good brother Tommy Brown in this moment.
You know what I'm saying? All right, thank you. I appreciate you guys.
What up, though?
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me.